Hey everybody, it's Chris Wilson from Marketing During Tough Times and Chris Wilson Coaching. Thanks for stopping by. You know, earlier this week I was watching a video with guitarist Pat Metheny, and he was being interviewed for a program. If you haven't checked out Pat Metheny, he's an incredible sort of jazz-like guitar player who started making records in the 70s, and he's absolutely phenomenal. And I watched it from a musical point of view, but as a business person and as a business owner, I couldn't help but take notes and really gain some insight from his interview. The first thing that really impressed me was his incredible work ethic. Now here's a person who's been making records since the early 70s. He's at the top of his game, so he sold millions of records. He has gold records, which is really unusual for a jazz person. He performs in arenas around the world. He's one of the few artists who really is world famous. I think he's probably performed on every continent except for Antarctica. He's won all the Grammy Awards and all sorts of awards throughout his career, and yet he's still at the top of his game. And how he stays on top and how he stayed on top for so long is he actually is a practicer. He's still working on his craft. Before his 2-hour concert that he performs when he's on tour, he actually practices 4 hours. So to get to that peak level where he can really go out and tear it up for 2 hours, he has a 4-hour practice routine that he does before the show. I've actually known a lot of music people. I've never heard of anyone having that hardcore of a practice routine before a concert. Now you can look at other people outside of music. You can look at sports people, Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman of the Chicago Bulls. They had crazy practice routines that they did before and after games. You can look at business people, just how hard people put their hours in building their companies. So the next time you see somebody functioning at a really high level, who's really successful, it's easy to forget the hours, days, weeks, months, and years of practice that they put into building their craft, whether they're a musician or whether they're a business person. In the interview, Pat Metheny also talked about after the show was over, he took pages and pages of notes about his performance, criticizing his own performance, of things he could do better, things that he needed to work on for next time to make the next show better. And that's the second element that we can learn as business owners, and that's the idea of trying to constantly improve our companies. So I know if you're watching this and you're in the Small Business Startup Club, a lot of you are in that startup phase. And what you should realize is don't shy away from the hard work. Know that people who are successful in business have put in days, weeks, hours, months, and years building their company, and that's just part of the game. That's just part of our things we do as business owners. And that second element, whatever you have in your business, you're constantly trying to improve it. You're constantly trying to up your game. In my own business, the Academy of Music and Arts Performing Arts School, tomorrow morning is my Up Your Game meeting with my dance department. So it's one of those things that we do in music, we do it in business, and you see it in sports too. All right, so that's all for today. I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.